guys, what is up? My name is Megan and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I hope you guys are doing well and staying safe, and welcome to this month's unboxing of special editions and my special editions haul. This time I combined both of them together because I was more reasonable this month, so it doesn't need to be separated into two videos. If you want to watch my July unboxing or my accumulation of special editions, a pretty big one, I will leave those two videos up in the cards for you, as well as the description. And without further ado, let's hop on in. The two subscriptions I got this month were my Fairyloot YA Book Only, as well as my Owlcrate Junior Book Only. Next month is going to be a really big month for subscriptions, so you won't want to miss that. But this month it was pretty chill when it came to actual subscriptions. So let's do Fairyloot first. Comes in a little bag. Let's do this. Why is this so tricky? Okay. So this is the art print with the author letter on it for this month. It feels very dark. And the book is actually Bonesmith by Nikki Paul Preto. This is what the cover looks like. The beautiful sprayed edges, which I hardly see people on sprayed edges, so this was very curious to me. This is the back of the book and the spine. I will say this is not my favorite cover ever. It just is not my vibe, but I can get behind it. I think the sprayed edges are very cool. I will take off the dust jacket and show you guys the rest. This is what the naked hardback looks like. I really like the shade of green and the art print with the girl and the skull tattoo. That's what it looks like. Oh, I forgot to show the top of the sprayed edges, and the bottom look like this. And then we have the end papers, which look like this with the character art, and the alternate dust jacket looks like this. And I like this version a little bit more, admittedly. I think I just like the color palette and the style of illustration more, so I will be displaying it on this side. I do not know much about this book, unfortunately, but I know it's set to be like a dark book. I don't know if there's some romance in here. I think there is. This is an author I do know the name of, however, because she was well known for her Crown of Feathers trilogy a few years back now, but I had heard some good things about that series, and so I am hopeful that I will enjoy her book. There should be a vlog coming out both for the July picks, reading through those, as well as the August picks now that they are here. And the Owlcrate Junior book was No One Leaves the Castle by Christopher Healy, who is the author of the Hero's Guide series, and this is a middle grade mystery, and this has a color variation. I believe the regular book is like black. I really like this edition, and I like this book pick more than I did the one last month. I'm still not 100% convinced I will be keeping Owlcrate Jr, but I am not mad about this pick. As I said, it is a mystery. This book comes with a signed book plate and an author's note as well. And yeah, it's just like a spoopy time. It's a mystery. Everybody is locked in the castle and they need to find who has committed the murder. I think I'm going to enjoy this one. This is more up my alley, as I said, as more than the previous book was. So yeah, those are the two books from book subscriptions that I got this month. Next month we should be getting Fairyloot YA, Owlcrate, Afterlight, and Fabled, which I have just joined. I had skipped the bookish box for the upcoming month, and my August bookish box obviously is not going to be here for a couple of months. so we're not going to unbox that now. So yes, now let's move on to all the other subscription box books, special editions, those kinds of things. Starting off with a set I have pre-ordered only a few months back that has made it to me. We have the Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy that was redone by Fairyloot. These books are shiny, so they might be a little bit difficult to show, but these are YA mystery books by Holly Jackson. It is a very well-known series. They have some of the most gorgeous stenciled edges, so let's go through them. We have the first book, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which is very shiny and holographic, which has these sprayed edges. This is what the back looks like. The naked hardback has the title of the book. It has some beautiful art, which reminds me a lot of the Inheritance games. So this is the art, and all three books, if I am not mistaken, yes, are signed by the author, which is very lovely because I am a Holly Jackson stan as much as the next person. The next book is Good Girl, Bad Blood, with these sprayed edges, which I think are my favorite. This is the back. Ooh. And obviously these are the UK covers. This, again, with the headphones is really cool. The art in this one looks like this. So we really do have the headphones theme because this book has a podcasting element. Hence the headphones, you know, revolution here. This one is signed as well. And the last book, which is Good as Dead. This one is a chonker. This is the really cool sprayed edges. It looks like newspaper clippings. And this is the back. This is the naked cover, and my two babies are the character art. No, this is the back. It says, you know, on all of them it says Mortal Edition from Fairyloot, which is the editions they do that are not fantasy. And so yeah, this is the set. I am very happy I was able to get those. I will not be reading from these because I don't want to mess them up. I will be displaying them though. And then we have a pile of books which I think are all from Fairyloot, aside from one which I will keep for the end. One, which was one of my unicorns that I was able to get at a decent price, is The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. I love Ashley Poston. Her Geekerella series is one of my favorites. I love her as a person. She is a fantastic author. And I definitely wanted a copy of this book. I have yet to read it, but I'm very hopeful because everybody loves it. So if everyone loves it, why would I not? So as I said, I was able to get this for a reasonable price because it's very hard. No one is selling their edition of The Dead Romantics, and when they do, they sell them for like over $200, which I'm not paying for a single book. This, if it will focus, are the beautiful sprayed edges. This is what the back of the book looks like. It is signed by the Queen herself. And this is what the naked hardback looks like. I was fortunately able to get a pre-order copy of the what is that book called? I guess kind of like a companion novel to this, The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston, which is in the same aesthetic as The Dead Romantics, so I will not have to pay obnoxious prices for that book. Very happy. Then another book I got, which is another of my unicorns, which I got for really cheap because I technically got this for like retail price when you consider shipping into it. And that is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. This is a gorgeous book in of itself. The sprayed edges is definitely my favorite part. It is Gorgeous. Will this focus on the edges? Voila, look at that masterpiece. Doesn't that just scream fall? But everything about this book is gorgeous. This is the naked hardback. Like, I am sorry, but this is like stunning. This is a character art which makes me very intrigued for this book. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And again, this book is signed by the author. This is another book that is very hard to find. People are selling this for very significant prices, and when I tried to get this on the Fairyloot Fairy Trove sale, this sold out in a matter of minutes, if I'm not mistaken. So your girl was not able to get it, but I got it from another Canadian bookseller, someone who was selling on Facebook Marketplace. The next book is another book I'm incredibly excited to have. It is one that is a little bit more accessible. But this edition is, like, I kept thinking about it, and then one of the sellers who I'm more accustomed on, like on Facebook, was selling this copy for, was it $40? About retail price or even cheaper. And that is The Adventures of Amina Al-Sarafi by Shaman Chakraborty. This book is beyond gorgeous. Like, what? What is this? What really got me again was the sprayed edges, because it's chef's kiss. And just, oh my god, I get chills when I look at this book. It is so beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We love beautiful books, unfortunately. This is what the naked hardback looks like. Which, like, excuse me? And even, like, the map inside the book has foiling. Like, why did they go so hard? And there's a cat on the map. So this is another one I'm very much happy I have, because I was looking at everybody haul this book and I really felt the FOMO. And I really enjoy pirate books. They are some of my favorites. So I just know this queen is I'm gonna enjoy this book, okay? That's all I'm trying to say. And the last Fairyloot book I have is The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy. This is a book I also wanted to get during the Fairy Trove resale, like restock at the end of July, and it was in stock for a little bit, and I don't know what happened. Listen, I'm not even going to talk about that sale, because I was on there and my wait time was 30 minutes and then it became 24 hours. And by the time I had access to the website, I got 2 of the books I wanted. But, like, what the hell? Anyways, I was convinced I was going to be able to get this one, because I saw a lot of people, like, unhaul this book or just not hype it up as much as other books that were on that list. It went, you guys. It just went, and I was like, no, no, no. And then again, I found someone who was selling this for, I think, $10 more than its usual retail price, which is chef's kiss. So this is the book. It is very pink, and I really like it. And these are the sprayed edges. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The naked hardcover kind of steals the show, honestly. It is stunning. And I love the contrast of the end pages that feel more kind of contemporary-esque, with like the Polaroids and the bright colors. But this is a fantasy book with some love in there. And yeah, I am convinced again that this is going to be something I really love. For some weird reason, it kind of reminds me of Stalking Jack the Ripper. I'm totally off with this one, I have a feeling, but either way, it's up my alley. So, love that for me. So those were all the Fairyloot books, and then I have a UK well, I think you can buy this in the US and everything as well, an anniversary edition of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which has this stenciled edge, and it also has this like foiling on the hardcover, as well as some illustrations. This one is stunning. I have not read Addie LaRue yet. This is my first and only copy. I got this because this was 50% off at Waterstones, and I have been intrigued about Addie LaRue for a really long time, because even though it's not the kind of book I would usually read, I do have a feeling I'm really going to enjoy this one, because I do love myself some Victoria Schwab. And so instead of paying even more for a regular edition, I just bought this while it was on clearance on Waterstones. So very happy about this find. It was kind of a random one. Found it when I was going to place an order on Waterstones, so I was like, you know what, add it to the cart. And that concludes all of the special editions I found this month. As I said, I am waiting on more special editions in the next month. I am planning on buying. I have been buying special editions. I am also planning on starting making monthly videos talking about the special editions that are coming up in the next month, so that those of you guys who collect special editions, who might have missed a few announcements, can find my videos helpful. Obviously, it's not going to be an end-all catch-all, but I'm going to try my best to make it as thorough as possible. So thank you so much, you guys, for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, happy reading, and I'll see you very soon with another video. Bye, guys!